Well, hey everyone, I just want to do a quick devotional today. And for this devotional, I wanted to reflect upon someone who we lost recently. And that is Alex Trebek, who you probably heard passed away this last weekend. You probably know Alex Trebek as the longtime host of the show Jeopardy! And Alex Trebek sort of has a special place in my heart for a few different reasons. First of all, my late grandfather loved challenging himself, challenging his mind, and he really enjoyed any kind of games that he could play. So he loved card games, board games, crossword puzzles. And I remember in the mid to late 1990s, when computers hadn't been out that long, my grandfather and my grandmother got a computer. And one of the first things they got was a Jeopardy! Computer game. So this computer game was voiced by Alex Trebek, just like the TV show. And that's really all you saw on this computer game was Alex Trebek, and definitely the only one that you heard was him. And I remember sitting down with my grandfather playing that Jeopardy! Computer game, and I have really fond memories of that. And for some reason, what I really remember, what I can just hear ring in my ears even today, is the voice of Alex Trebek over and over from that computer game. So I think about that from time to time. So I have really fond memories of that. And then, secondly, uh, when I was in school, I had a teacher that actually got to appear on Jeopardy! So he was really smart, really good at trivia, and he tried out, and he was able to make it onto the Jeopardy! TV show. And I remember everyone was so excited about it. All the students were excited. We had the date marked down, and we watched, and everybody was really excited and thought it was really cool that our teacher got to be on Jeopardy! So that's another reason that I always liked Alex Trebek and the Jeopardy! Show. And then thirdly is that my son and I, my oldest son, Asher, he and I often watch Jeopardy! Together on weeknights. So I watched Jeopardy! Quite a bit growing up, and I've kind of made it a habit over the last couple of years of watching Jeopardy! With Asher. And it's something we've bonded over. Of course, he and I are a lot alike. We like a lot of the same things, uh, history, sports. But Jeopardy! Is one thing that we've really enjoyed as well. So we don't always make it all the way through the show. Sometimes he gets up and does other things, but at least for a part of the show, most nights we watch it. And of course, he doesn't get many answers right, but it's still a lot of fun for us to watch Jeopardy! Together. So as I was thinking about Jeopardy! And thinking about Alex Trebek, I was thinking about the influence and the impact that he had on other people. And apparently it was quite an influence because tributes were just pouring in everywhere over the last few days about Alex Trebek. And there were a couple things that really stood out to me. One thing that Alex Trebek really was known for was his love of learning and knowledge. So it wasn't just that he was a TV show host, going out there asking questions, and getting a paycheck for it, but he really enjoyed learning and really bask in the show and everything it promoted. It was really who he was. It wasn't just his TV personality, but he really was somebody that loved that show and loved the whole idea of learning and growing in knowledge. The second thing that Alex Trebek was known for that stands out to me is that he was a family man. By all accounts, he really loved his family, was a great father, was really close to his family his whole life, which I think is also very admirable. And so, as I was thinking about Alex Trebek and the legacy that he leaves, I was thinking about what my legacy is, or what your legacy might be. I think at a time like this, when we lose a figure who's been very inspiring to many people, it's it's a time that we can think about our legacy. It's an opportunity for us to think about what kind of legacy am I leaving? And this fits in with our current series of sermons that we're looking at which is all about living a life of generosity, a life where we give to others, where we use what we have to serve God. And so my question to you today is, what would the people around you say that you're known for? What are you known for by the people around you? Because that's an important question when we think about our legacy. Is, well, what am I really known for? What impact am I having on the people around me? And hopefully, our response is, I'm having a positive impact. People think of me in a positive light. But I really want to invite you to probe more deeply and really think about that. What would the people around me truly say that I'm known for? What kind of legacy am I really leaving? So again, that's a good thing for us to consider, I think, at a time like this. And it goes right along with our current sermon series. So I would invite you to think about that, to consider it. And as always, we'll see you again soon.